What is up, everyone? My name is Chris Fanzon. You are listening to the Hidden Doors podcast, and today we are going to be talking about how to stick with your New Year's resolutions. And don't forget, at the end of this podcast, we are going to be giving out a word of the day. And if you like what you hear, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date on more videos, on more podcasts like this. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are talking about how do you stick with your New Year's resolutions, and I will be going through and referencing a Harvard Business Review article that talks about this, and then two is I will give you my experience on, I guess, the resolutions or goals that I'm currently working at as we move into New Year. It's very related to exercising, getting myself back into shape. And so let's get into it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things in this article that they talk about. It's in Harvard Business Review. The author is Elizabeth Grace Saunders. It was published December 22nd, 2021. And there are 5 things that Elizabeth talks about, and I will share my experience as well. The 5 things are: assess your willingness, pick just 1 or 2, commit to a specific action, make it easy, and track your progress and get support. Okay, so let's break those down. First, assess your willingness. I guess this is pretty straightforward. I talk about this a lot in everything I do when I talk about goal setting. And obviously, don't set habits, don't set goals, don't make New Year's resolutions for things that you don't really care about, but others are doing, and because it's going to fall off. It's going to fall off your motivation. Your motivation is going to drop significantly after January. I don't even know what the percentage is, but a large percentage of people drop their New Year's resolutions after January. I don't know exactly why. Maybe this article will help us understand that. But also, you need to have a strong desire and motivation to follow this every day, every month, build a new habit, and not just something that sounds cool. You do it for 3 weeks, you get sick of it. We've all been there, including me. You probably have a lot of those things that I've tried. My brother likes to make fun of me on this stuff where I try something for a month and I get sick of it. So try to think of things that you really want to do. And once you do, pick 1 or 2. That's what this article says. Pick 1 or 2 of them. I think that's fine. I would say probably no more than 3, but the less you have to focus on, the more of your time and your attention you can put towards a new habit or a new goal that you want to go after. When you have just too much on your plate and you want to go after 5 or 6 or 7 things, it can be a little bit overwhelming, and you'll never get to the later priority items that you want to hit on your schedule or your checklist. You'll usually always prioritize the 1 to 3 things that really are going to be the most beneficial in your life. And, right, those mostly are, if you had 3 things to pick, it would be one focused on your career, maybe 1 focused on your health, and something else in your personal growth. And then focus. What are the things in those areas that will make your life better? And make that list short. Make a short list so you can prioritize your time. And I'll tell you what. So for I don't know if it's a New Year's resolution because I've already started it a couple weeks ago. But you can call it a New Year's resolution. I created a point system where every day I have to come up with 200 points to accomplish like that daily goal. And it's an exercising point system. So I can either do push-ups, I can do air squats, I can run, you can bike, or you can do any other strength training, go to the gym, etc. Each one has different point systems, but as long as you get up to 200, doesn't matter what you do for the day. And for me, I'm focusing a lot on getting myself back into shape because I'll have more energy, I'll be healthier, I'll feel better about myself. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be following a lot of the recommendations I have in this podcast and in this Harvard Business Review article. I've also read a book and did a book review on Atomic Habits that talks a lot about how do you keep habits going. And this article references that as well. But that is let's say the one, there's other things, maybe one or two things, but that is the one new thing that I'm going to be focusing on this year. So let's pick one or two. The third thing is commit to a specific action. So you might say, I want to be healthier. I want to eat healthier, or I want to exercise more, or I want to spend more time with friends and family. What this is talking about here is break it down into specific actions. Those are good desires. And I think those are fine to have. I talk about this a lot. When it comes to goal setting, you need to be very specific. Otherwise, if it's not action oriented in the back of your head, you're never going to be able to hold yourself accountable. So for me, a specific action is something that I'm doing, right? I want to get back into shape. I want to be healthier. How do I do that? There's a system where I need to get 200 points a day. 200 points a day, and those specific actions could be number of push-ups, number of squats, length I've ran, length I've biked, and amount of time that I've done strength training. Doesn't matter what I do, but those specific actions need to happen to get 200 points. So those are the things the action-oriented things I need to do, but the overarching, desire, resolution, goal, whatever you want to call it, is getting back into shape. So that is committed to a specific action. 4 is make it easy. Make it easy. So in this article, Elizabeth mentions Atomic Habits. That's the book that I just mentioned earlier. And I think you all would benefit from reading Atomic Habits. It talks a lot about how do you build strong, long-term habits that will be beneficial for your life over the long haul, not short term. And make it easy it's a simple saying, but there's a lot of things involved in that. You design your environment so it's easy for you. It's not easy to eat healthy if your kitchen is stacked with Doritos. So make a good environment. Also, there's a 2-minute rule that this book talks about, and the whole theory is that just do it, even if it's small increments in the beginning. Get your body used to it, and then over more and more times, you'll do it longer, and you'll be better at it, and you'll feel like it's becoming part of your identity, and it'll be a habit that you continually do. So if reading is something, or if exercising or running is something that you want to do, maybe it doesn't have to be so hard in the beginning. Make it easy. So maybe it's only reading 2 pages a day. Maybe it's only running a 1/10 of a mile, a 1/4 of a mile, doing 10 push-ups, eating 1 healthy meal a day. Just in the beginning, and then you keep doing that maybe for a week, and then it's easy and it's becoming a part of your identity, and you do it more and more and more. Also, another thing that is talked about when it comes to make it easy is like distance to what you're trying to do. If your resolution is to go to the gym so you can exercise more, if you pick a gym that is really inconvenient to go to, you might do it for 3 weeks and then you won't do it anymore. But if maybe it's right next to your job, now you have no excuse. It's right next to your job. It's so easy to do. So the point here is just to make it easy. Design your environment so it's easy. Start off so it's easy. It needs to be the path of least resistance for now. Get used to it. Build it in your identity, and it will become more and more crystallized as a habit that you do. The fourth thing, wait, am I on 4? I think I'm on 5. Track your progress. So part of what I'm doing, my exercise routine, when I do 200 points a day, I've got a Google sheet where every day I track the number of times I did it. And at the end of the month, I'll see what my points were. This way I can track each month over month, right? How I'm doing. I can track my averages. Am I doing 200 points on average a day? Am I doing more? Am I doing less? I'm able to track how I'm doing. You're I think what is talked about here is it's hard or it's easy to lose commitment when you don't track something. So I track it. I have a reminder to fill this out every day, and it's part of my habit that I do. And the last thing is get support. So, so for me, it's surrounding yourself with people, let's say like-minded people who also want to improve in this area. If it's people you want to read more, maybe join a book club. You want to exercise more, get an accountability buddy who's going to exercise with you. Find people who will do it with you, and they'll hold yourself accountable as well. Now, there's something I'm doing. So I have an exercise program. I've convinced my 2 brothers and my friend to do it with me. They won't start until January 3rd, but they're going to be starting with me in January. And I also have a computer. I'm playing against the computer. Like if you're playing a video game, you're playing against the computer. I built in a little simulator of what someone would do, and I just randomized all the numbers. I randomized how many push-ups and how long they might run in any given day, and it's all randomized. So for right now, I'm actually playing against the computer. That's a little psychopath move right there, but that's my accountability buddy for right now. I am playing against the computer, and then I will play with or compete against some friends. And we have something where the winner of the month who accumulated the most points, all the losers will have to give $10 to the winner. So we'll see how long this lasts. If they stop, I'll just continue playing against the computer because I'm building this in as a long-term habit for myself. So those are the things that Harvard Business Review talks about. Assess your willingness. Do something that you will have a deep desire to improve in your life. Pick a small number of things that you want to do. It can't be 5. I think that's maybe a little too much. You probably won't focus on the key things. 1 to 3, I would say, is the max. Even in this article, it says 1 to 2. I would say 1 to 3, but the less, the better. Commit a specific action. You want to spend more time with friends and family? What does that mean? Does that mean lunch once a week, a month? Write down specific actions. Make it easy. Make it very easy to do, and track your progress. And find a support group. Find people that will do it with you, because you'll be more likely to hold yourself accountable. Now, those are the things this Harvard Business Review talks about. I am really interested to hear what everyone's New Year's resolutions are. I hope you kick butt in 2022, and I hope you all are and have had and are enjoying the holidays. And we're now up, and I'll keep you guys updated on my exercise tracker if I'm winning or losing in any given month. Now, we got the word of the day. The word of the day is tenacity. It's a noun. It means the quality or fact of being able to grip something firmly. And in a sentence, the sheer tenacity of the limpet. The hell is a limpet? The sheer tenacity of you, let's call it, because I don't know what the hell a limpet is. Similar words are persistence, determination, perseverance. Another form or way to think about what tenacity is, it's like a another definition is the quality or fact of being very determined. So determination. You need a lot of determination to keep your New Year's resolutions and your goals continued. Don't stop them in January. Don't be that person. In a sentence, you have to admire the tenacity of these two guys. Okay, you need tenacity. Build your New Year's resolutions. Do those things that the article talks about. And let me know what you think. If you have any other ideas or thoughts on how to keep New Year's resolutions strong and persistent with tenacity, then comment your thoughts into this post, into this video. Appreciate you listening. Have a good rest of your day. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Take it easy.